that direction, that side of the wetlands would be your best bet.
Okay.
Okay?
Perfect.
No worries. All right.
A stranger to Woodbury Down is looking for directions. This is the toppermost northern bit of the East London borough of Hackney.
As a child, we'd come to Hackney on the weekend to visit my aunt. I remember as a kid running zigzags through these green, you know how they prevent bicycles going down a path? These little green things, and knew we were on our way to get food from Peppers and Spice. We'd go get oxtail, get some breadfruit, and that was our Saturday.
Where the boating lake is now, it used to be a reservoir for the water board. And the very historical building that's beside it, I always thought was a prison.
I live on the other side. The area is growing fast. The park, play center, they're doing it very good.
When I was walking up from primary school up Green Lanes, there was an opening into where the reservoir was. It was so wild and unkempt and all this wonderful foliage and greenery. It was just so exciting for a small child to walk through there.
The other side is very old.
Where the flats were, there was a bit of green, but it was all concrete. That's why I loved going to where the reservoir was, because it was all so green and beautiful. Maybe somebody else wouldn't think it was beautiful. They'd think, oh, for goodness sake, why didn't they do something about it? But I felt quite safe. I felt very free.
Memories spanning almost 70 years from a place that 2 centuries ago had only a handful of houses. Yolanda was remembering Hackney from the 90s. Now she's here with her own kids. Sharon walked home from school in the 1960s. At the time, her flats were hailed as social housing for the future, but suffered decades of neglect. Now old blocks are coming down and new builds are going up, as one of Europe's largest housing redevelopments rises up over the reservoirs saved by residents. After years here, Sam, who's at Redmond Community Centre for Friday prayers, is leaving.
It's my own flat. I bought from the council, so they have to buy me out. So I'm not going to live here anymore.
Woodbury Down used to be like the cast out. And now you look around us right here while we're chatting, you will see these beautiful brand new high-rise apartments. And just 100 yards you see council flats.
Now it's all landscaped and beautiful and absolutely gorgeous, and I love it now. But I think any young child would love that wildness about it that it had.
Welcome to the Hackney and Newham History Social Club. We're here to share stories about history and heritage.
I think there must have been about 20 foot by about 10 foot. It was green and it was very ornate, and people would come from all over. It used to be West Ham, it's now Newham. I can see it in my mind's eye.
This is Des.
It was a shelter, an old Victorian shelter, a wooden shelter, DE, not ver, patois, the shed in the park. It's got so much history and tradition about it that I think it needs to be heard, and documented.
Later, we're taking a trip back in time to the dodgy streets and cut-throughs of 1970s Newham by way of a lost shed. The Hackney and Newham History Social Club is history by and for the people who make it. I'm Sue Elliott-Nicholls. This episode, we're moving east.